Hi everyone, and welcome to Year 8 Drama and a little bit of an intro video to the subject and to me, your teacher, because I think it's really important that you get to know me before you find out perhaps anything else. Yes, because I'm doing this at home, my dogs might get a little bit excited. You'll hear about them in a minute, and maybe you'll get to see them too. So hello and welcome. So, who am I? Well, I'm going to tell you a few things about me, and then I'm going to see how you go remembering those things when we next have class together. So there will be a little bit of a quiz. Let's see how you go. Some things that I'll tell you about me. I live with my husband, Matt, and our 3 fur babies. So you can see them there in this photo, and their names are Wallace, Murphy, and Mabel. And Wallace is my gold girl. There's Murphy in the back there, and Mabel's the little freckle-nosed one who's our baby. And you'll hear me talk about them a lot because they're our children and they make me smile every day. And I'm guessing some of you probably have pets that you really love too. A couple of other things about me. Obviously, I love drama. You have a teacher who loves this subject. I know that some of you might come into it feeling a little bit nervous, or you can't do it, or you've had some experiences of drama in the past and you think you know all about it, but I would encourage you to have an open mind and give everything a go, and you might surprise yourselves. Because I love it so much, hopefully you'll pick up on that too. Travel is something that I really love to do. So this is a picture of my husband and I from a few years ago at a place called Machu Picchu in South America. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, so it's a pretty amazing place. I could have lots of photos of all the places that I've gone, but maybe that's something that we'll talk about together when we get to know each other. I'm a huge lover of animals. I talk about them and their care a lot. I don't eat them. And I like to talk about their preservation and care a lot, and it's something that I feel very passionate about. I'm a little bit of a reality TV addict. I do like reality TV at the moment, a little bit of MasterChef for me, and I think that's because I'm a bit of a people watcher ultimately. I like to watch people, see what makes them tick, and that's probably why I love drama as well. Well-being is very important to me, and it's the role that I have in the school. So all of us thinking about what makes us well people, looking after our physical health and our mental health. And I suppose you might find that as your teacher, I talk to you about this a little bit because I think it's important in trying to get to know you. I'll ask questions, and some of the things that we do in class will be related to well-being as well, because well-being and the need to have positive well-being is everywhere. And I know that you would have some understanding of that from Year 8 Pastoral Care when you're looking at PERMA. So I might quiz you a little bit about that one too, and what you know about PERMA. And lastly, oh no, not quite lastly, but I'm throwing in Taylor Swift there. I think that she's a pretty good role model for young people out there. And I like to burst out a little bit of a Taylor Swift song now and again, one of my fun facts. And something else, and I've got it on hand while I'm making this video, I'm a little bit of an addict for veggie chips. I have a packet every day for recess. And I'm also a bit of a fan of the old chocolate. So if you ever have any on you, you know who you can come to share it with. Okay? Moving on. Sometimes people will ask, why do we even do drama, Miss Davey? And what does it lead to? And what is it all about? And so I thought that I'd just really quickly talk about that with you, because I think it's really important, and it's something you can mention to your parents as well in case they're asking questions. So I've written here, why study drama? And do you know what? There's so many reasons. I couldn't even list them for you, but I've put a couple of key ones here. And I suppose one of the things you need to know is that as well, during the course, I will often say to you, why do you think we did that task? Or what skill do you think that was developing? Because we do play a lot of games and do warm-up activities, but I'll always say, why do you think we did that? And it could be about a couple of these things here. So about improving our self-confidence, our listening skills and how we negotiate and communicate with each other, thinking creatively and critically. Our concentration skills are worked on and developed. You have to think on your feet and problem solve in this subject. You will improve your literacy skills. Obviously, you'll learn some things about performing, but that actually comes secondary to me to some of the other things that we do. You learn how to reconsider and redo and refine things because you rehearse, you try something, you go over it again and you try again. And obviously some leadership and public speaking skills, which are vital and really important skills to be developing. So there's so many reasons I couldn't list them. You don't do drama just because you're going to be an actor. And I suppose that links to my next slide, which is about if you really love performing arts, that might be dance or music or drama. I suppose I want you to have a think about that. There are future career paths and things that you can do if this is the subject that you feel really passionate about. So I've given you a little bit of the bullseye here, and you can see from the centre part out, it kind of lists some different occupations and pathways for people who are interested in this subject. So you might need to zoom in on that a little bit, or you might have better eyes than me and you can see quite clearly, but there's a range of different occupations, ranging from those where you can just jump in and learn by experience and perhaps try and connect with people to get into the theatre industry, right up to doing university degrees and really learning your craft and developing from there. But not just about being a performer. It could be about being a director or a designer of something. You might love looking at set design or costume design. An entertainer in a different way, or looking at working with children in some capacity. Obviously a drama teacher if it's something that you love, or a performing arts teacher. You could link it to film and television study. There's a whole lot of different things that link to this subject. So I want you to always keep that in mind as we go through this term together. In terms of what we'll be looking at, each key assessment task has an assessment task on DayMap. So you'll be able to have a look there in terms of the task. But there are 6 probably key things that we do together. We look at tableaus, which is a very performance-based thing, and mime, and a scripted performance, like looking at a script and bringing that to life on stage, and improvisation, so creating your own work. So those 4 things are the core of what we do, and it's very performance-based. The ensemble one that you can see there is about from the beginning of the term right to the end of the term, participating in everything, getting involved in workshops, participating in the games that we play, sharing information, giving feedback to each other, being a good audience member. So that ensemble grade is one that you get right at the end of the term. And then you can see the eFolio, which is the one theory task that you do throughout the term, and I'll do a whole separate video on that one. A couple of questions just to end. What if I get stuck or confused or feel nervous or feel like I can't do something? Because sometimes people can get a little bit anxious about drama and feel like they can't do it or they're going to embarrass themselves. So I want you to know that I make it a very safe space. You never have to do something you really don't think you can do, but I'm always going to encourage you to have a go. So to answer that question, remember everyone's learning together. And it's okay, and you can make mistakes, and it's all right, okay? My main thing is to jump in and give it a go. Remember, there's information about everything on DayMap. There'll be a couple of other videos, and all the task sheets are on there, and probably exemplars of work. And also, I like to think that you can talk to me, so either hang back at the end of a lesson, or send me a message on DayMap, or come down to the front office and ask for me, because I'm down there behind the girls at the front desk. And I'm sure that we can sort something out. So never feel as though you can't do something or you can't talk to me about it. There's always a way we can work it out. And remember that growth mindset and that I can statements, because I really want to work on that together as a class. Lastly, what do I need to bring to each lesson? You need to bring your iPad, and it needs to be charged and ready to go. We might not use it every lesson, in fact we probably won't, but you need to have it on you. You need to bring your diary, because I will help you with your organisation and making sure you're recording what you need to in terms of any homework. You need to bring your pencil case. I love this one, that's why I chose it with the googly eyes, but have your pencil case on you. And this last one, and it's a big one for me, a positive attitude, okay? So you need to have a positive attitude. I can do it, let's get in and give it a go, because I think that's the best way for us all to work. Okay, enough of this. 10 minutes of homework for you, having a little bit of a look at that. If you have any questions write them down or DayMap message to me. But I look forward to getting started and having a fabulous time this term. Woo! And now, time for some